What's up, guys? Welcome to the Splash Cast. We're the Soakers, and I'm here with my three amigos. DJ Vaughn,
How's it going?
Don Hector,
Let's pop in.
and Jet Fuel Julian.
What's going on?
How are you guys doing today?
Pretty good. It's a
Solid.
Friday.
Yeah, solid Friday.
Yeah, end of the week for me.
It was
No more work.
no more work. Yeah, same.
Kicking back, episode 5.
Kicking back, being bull.
We're here. We're incoming consistent, so,
Being bull without Bozy.
Yeah, being bull with that buzzy. Sorry, cameraman.
Cameraman.
Bammerman.
Camera. Anyway, so today I want to start off with this question, just because today we were talking about Elon Musk earlier in the day. So if you were Elon Musk, what's the first thing like you're putting your efforts to? Like at least the main thing you're putting your efforts to doing?
The tunnels
The tunnels
in LA. Yeah.
for traffic?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was thinking about that one too, but for me, I'm probably going with like trying to figure out a way to like get us off Earth.
SpaceX.
SpaceX, yeah, some shit like that. Just cause like the Earth, like it's gonna end one day. Like it's like the sun blows up. Like
Mhm.
eventually, a sun gets old enough to where it blows up, and that's like a supernova. So this Earth, like, it's probably not gonna happen for like another billion years, but one day
Yeah.
this Earth is gonna end.
'Cause-
So you got to figure out a way to like get off Earth and like find either a new planet or just like live in space. But I want to find a new planet to live on, because living in space sounds sorry.
You wouldn't want to, because like Elon Musk kind of has two different like plans. Like it's either like save Earth, and like that's why he has Tesla, and then SpaceX. So that's like not saving Earth. They're gonna try to go out somewhere else.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, even if we save Earth from like global catastrophe, like global warming, or just like a super volcano or something like that, like you can't stop the sun from being old and blowing
Yeah.
up. Like, we can't stop that. That's gonna happen no matter what.
Mhm.
So for me, I'm like, we got to figure out a way to get out of here, be self-sustainable, either on a spaceship or just find a new planet. So that's what I would go towards, because to find a new planet, that'd be dope. Like, what if there's like new animals on there, like new oceans and just new landscape in general, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't want to be living on a spaceship looking at just like,
It's like Wall-E.
yeah, like Wall-E. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be like that, looking at metal all the time and stuff, you know? I'm trying
Mhm.
to have a nasty ocean to go look at on the beach, and have a nasty lake to go freaking drop off of and all that.
You have VR on the spaceship though.
Yeah, but
You're
not
all
the
anywhere.
same.
You could have the VR and be freaking in California.
I guess by that time we'll probably have like 6D or something.
Yeah.
It'd be nasty.
You won't even miss Earth because you'll just be in VR all the time.
Yeah, that'd be crazy if you could like there's this show, this like anime called Sword Art Online, where they put like this helmet on and like they go to sleep, and it literally makes them like transport into like a virtual world. It's like a game that they go into, and it like feels like they're really there.
Dang.
And like the game goes wrong, like the creator of the game, he traps everybody who's in that game. And like, so if you die in the game, you die in real life. Like the machine that's on your head
Yeah.
makes you die in real life.
Like Jumanji.
Yeah, pretty much. It's almost like Jumanji, yeah.
So like
Um,
like
But-
Assassin's Creed too.
Oh
Have you
yeah,
played
or
those
like
games?
Assassin's Creed, yeah, how he goes into like, he just becomes his like ancestors.
Yeah, it's his ancestors.
Yeah.
And it's like a machine that they sleep in, and he like becomes his ancestor. It's weird.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sick.
But on that note about like going to space, like it'd be dope to go outside like our solar system, because I definitely don't think like we're the only life form in
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole universe. Like
Definitely not.
it'd be sick to see like freaking alternate universe of this one,
Yeah.
something like that. But honestly, if I was like, if I had like, is it like his means, like, I'd probably solve world hunger, because like the sun exploding and like all that, that's probably not even gonna happen in our lifetime.
Oh yeah, for sure not.
So yeah, I'd probably solve world hunger, because like that's probably like the like worst thing, one of the worst things going on right now.
Mhm. Yeah, world hunger's bad. Yeah, if it comes to like an issue like right now, I'd probably try to deal with global warming, just because like pollution and all that is getting like really bad. So if it was like a situation right now, world hunger or like global warming for me, but I'm trying to think like long term. So I'm gonna go with like trying to figure out a way to save the human race, you know, from being extinct. And also, I'd probably try to figure out if I'm Elon Musk, if I'm him, I'm trying to figure out a way to live forever, even if that means like chopping like your brain, like your head like comes off and then they put you on like a machine or something, you know.
Dang,
Like-
he has
Like you're all in a jar.
what is
Yeah,
the
in
one
a
that he
jar.
just made? Like it just like came out recently. It's like the neuro thing.
Oh, the
goes
Neuralink.
behind like their ear, kind of.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
What do you think? Would you get that?
The Neuralink.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of weird because what if there's like a malfunction or something?
Yeah.
But what if Elon Musk is actually
It's
evil?
like in
Gets everybody
He
to
got
like
everyone.
gets everybody to get Neuralink, and then he like brainwashes everybody from like a computer in his headquarters. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I think about.
That's
I'm
what I
like,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
like that's kind of sketch.
But you just said that you'll put your head on some other robot to
Well-
live for forever.
Well, that's what if I'm Elon Musk.
oh, okay.
Like not for everybody else,
Yeah.
just for himself, because he's like the mastermind behind everything at Tesla and his corporation.
yeah.
So like if I'm Elon Musk, I'm trying to figure out a way to do that for
For real.
myself.
He'll
you
just
know?
live forever.
Just live forever, yeah. So he could just keep on doing things and solving the world's problems, you know.
Damn.
So that's also another thing I do, but helping out the world, I'm trying to save the humanity, you know, from going extinct.
Mhm.
So that's mine.
Dang.
And yours was global hunger,
That's so cool.
and you tunnels.
Well, yeah, I'd say tunnels or obviously like electric cars. That's gonna help hella with global warming.
Yeah,
I say like by 2050, like 80% or 90% of cars in the world are gonna be electric.
yeah,
Just the way everybody, Tesla is like the biggest thing, like coming out with electric cars and everything. And people or other companies have done that like before Tesla, but Tesla's like perfected it and people love it. So
yeah.
it's just gonna grow.
And they're fast cars.
Oh yeah, fucking fast.
When-
The Roadster is like 1.9 0 to 60. Like
That's
what the
insane.
bro? Imagine going to highway speed in less than 2 seconds.
That's sick.
That's fucking crazy.
That's buck.
Yeah, that's freaking fast.
When you
You
say
don't even hear anything either. It's just
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, it's all,
You just hear the
yeah, and it's
tires.
not even loud, bro. There's no
Yeah.
fucking.
it's not
it's
a
literally,
roaring
it's
engine.
literally like
Yeah.
a spaceship.
That's insane. That's why I think it's so crazy.
But when you say like about those tunnels in LA, like how would that help traffic? I don't understand.
Well, it's just like creating levels. It's like the subway. I mean, it's like the subway. You know, instead of everybody on the street, and thousands of people can go in the subway, and I mean, New York, that shit's fucking cluttered still. But
Yeah,
I mean, it just minimizes traffic. If you can go in high fucking speed tunnels and get there to your destination in less time, why go through hours of fucking?
Because it's like automated. Like you're not driving in the tunnel. You put your
Yeah.
car in it and it goes by itself.
That's solid.
That's
I
it.
didn't-
That's the
So
idea.
there's no car
I didn't know what it
accidents.
was. Yeah.
Like you can go way faster.
yeah. So
And it's gonna be like fucking 30 lanes, maybe even more. It's gonna be fucking huge. It's not just gonna be one single lane.
No, yeah,
It's
that'd
gonna
be
be
sick.
fucking 30 lanes of cars moving. Just
Yeah, I just didn't know what it was.
yeah, that's
That's
the
sick.
idea of it. I think they created like, well, I know one was created. I don't know
yeah,
if it's
they have like one created, and they're just like trying to figure out the logistics and how it would work and all that. Because he got permission to do that in LA.
It's not like you can only go to like one level. You can go even deeper, or you know.
Yeah,
And it'll be faster than planes. If you travel in that to another state, it'll be faster than a plane.
That's sick. But like,
oh yeah, I didn't think about that. He wants to do like cross country ones, huh?
Mhm.
That'd be
Yeah.
That's his
dope.
like big plan is like the whole country.
that'd be sick. But the Earth like moves and shifts a lot, so like the support would have to be crazy
Yeah,
That's
or
true.
something like that.
They had said something about that. I don't know exactly. I think it was like someone asked a question about earthquakes, and it was like below the level that earthquakes impact the earth or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. You're just all flying down the track and see the whole tunnel's all collapsed in front of you.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
that'd be
that.
sorry.
yeah, that'd
And
be
like
sorry.
you couldn't even do shit.
There's
For
always
real.
It's moving for
That
you, so
sucks.
you're just like fuck.
there's always a downfall to stuff like that. Like
yeah,
I feel like we're gonna live through some of those times, like like back in the 50s, there was like terrible inventions, like freaking lead paint and stuff. Like I feel
Yeah.
like we're probably gonna have those
Yeah.
same moments with some stuff that
Yeah.
humans invent.
That's
Lead
just part of
paint.
evolution. Just
And then-
live and learn.
yeah.
You're gonna be up late and it's
Mistakes.
like did you buy this product?
Who knows? Like who knows? Like electric could be fucking horrible, but we don't know yet. Like
Yeah.
you
True.
never know. So,
So, did you drive a Tesla from 2020 to
Yeah.
2050? Call us now. You might have a
Exactly.
lawsuit.
yeah, watching like 10 years, Tesla is like fucking known for fucking
Car wrecks and just like
no, not
messing up.
even that, just like fucking nuclear fucking waste and shit. Like they're already
Yeah.
bad with nuclear and shit.
Well,
Yeah.
didn't the original owner of Tesla die in his own car because like the self-driving thing
Well,
malfunctioned?
Yeah, I
Tesla
don't-
gets like cases, like they get
No,
taken
like the actual not Elon Musk.
Oh, Nikola
no.
Yeah.
Tesla, but no, he like I don't even think that homie was around for like cars even close.
No,
to that.
no. Watch.
No, but
I
like
don't
what
know.
I was saying,
I
like
I think Elon invented Tesla. I don't think there was an original owner.
I don't know. I heard it. I remember hearing a story.
well,
Because-
there's been times where the self-driving car will malfunction. Well, not
Yeah, they'll
So
hit
this is-
people.
yeah. This is
There's
what I'm
videos of
saying.
them hitting people.
The-
who's trying to
Tesla's
park.
been through so many lawsuits about, oh, your self-driving car is not working, put me in an accident, and like for one example, like someone exactly that happened. They wrecked into a construction site because it wasn't registered on the Tesla's map or whatever, and they're like, okay, well, the Tesla tells you when to take control. It tells you need to take control of the wheel and start driving.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It knows. It'll let you know.
it's not
And,
fully
and that person was
autonomous.
asleep.
Yeah,
When
because-
you're not supposed to be asleep.
That's what it was. I
Yeah.
think that's the story I heard.
And so like, yeah, I mean, Tesla is not 100% like fucking perfect. You know, obviously it's self-driving, but you know, it tells you take control of the wheel because for whatever reason it doesn't recognize a map or some shit. And
Well, yeah, it
You're
tells you to
asleep.
like touch the steering wheel every once in a while to
yeah,
let
yeah.
you know you're there.
like I know BMW, they have a self-driving car now, and it wants your eyes focused on the road. It watches your eyes to make sure you're focused on the road.
Dang.
So it will
That's
self-drive
dope.
for you.
I'll just paint
That's
eyes on
smart.
my eyelids.
Yeah. And if you look away, then it will
Oh
like
my
beep
God.
and then tell you to take control or anything. But it's making you look in that direction so you know what's going on.
Well, you know what type of people there are. They're like, wow, you said it was self-driving. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why doesn't it drive itself?
so
Why do I have to drive it?
that's false advertising.
Yeah, because I think the self-driving on Teslas, I think it's just made for like you're on the highway, like you're like say you're going to like Albuquerque to California, like just on the highway, it's pretty much kind of straight the whole way.
Yeah.
Like I think that's what the self-driving is really made for. Not
No, I
for-
think that shit.
inner
I
city.
think that shit's literally like it takes you places. Like you put
Well,
the
like,
destination and
you
it'll
can,
take you
but
turns and everything. It'll monitor all that.
yeah, you can do that.
You ever
but I
seen
just
Tesla-
wouldn't. I would
I feel
only do
weird.
it highway.
You ever seen when they like let's say you go to work, you park your car, your Tesla, and then
Oh, it'll pick you
or
up.
no, the Tesla will drop you off
Yeah.
at the front door and then it'll go find parking.
Yeah, I seen that.
Like that's crazy as fuck.
That's sick.
Yeah, that's
Valet
sick.
everywhere you go.
No, I'm
literally
not.
valet
I'm not
everywhere.
bagging on Tesla at all. Like the technology behind it is insane.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
crazy.
Yeah,
And to do it on like a 300-mile charge or 250, like that's crazy.
yeah.
You see most electric cars like before that like 80 miles on the charge,
Yeah.
90 miles. It's like
And then it'd just be like hybrid.
yeah,
They
hybrid.
couldn't
And then
fully,
goes back
like,
to
run off
gas.
that. Yeah.
Or most hybrid cars would be like fucking 30 miles on electric and then the rest is gas. It's like
like
that's sorry.
because
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Google has like a complete self-driving car. Like
Mhm.
they've been testing them like for the last couple of years.
They have it as like
Is that the
kind of
ones
like
that do
Uber.
the maps? Like they make the Google Maps?
I don't
it's
know.
its own-
I
it's
think
a-
they might put the Google Maps like cameras on there, but I just know that thing is like completely self-driving, and there's been a couple cases of it like crashing into people,
Yeah.
and it's like imagine being that person who gets hit by a car with no one in it. You're like, what is going on here?
Oh my
Yeah, it's like
God.
Yeah.
a subdivision from Google. I don't know the name of the company, but it's a company made by Google.
Yeah,
And they specialize in making self-driving cars. And it's like Uber. You call it to your house, it pulls up, and you takes it to your destination.
Yeah.
yeah. Like they're not putting them on the market or nothing because they want to perfect it, like
Yeah.
make it like completely perfect, no car crashes at all or nothing like that. But there's been a couple of cases. Like I remember reading one. I know it was in Europe. I can't remember exactly where. It might have been in Germany, but it crashed into somebody, and it wasn't like a bad crash, but it still hit the person.
Yeah.
So I know I read about that case, but that's pretty crazy. Autonomous cars, like that's dope.
For real.
Self-driving scary though. There's like I feel like I have to be in control.
Yeah, I would only use the self-driving feature if I'm like on the way to Phoenix or Colorado or
Yeah.
California, you know? Just somewhere where it's like a straight shot pretty much, just a highway.
Like I seen a video on Twitter. These guys were like drunk as fuck. They were just like partying, whatever. And then one of them had a Tesla, whatever. And no one's in the driver's seat, and it's self-driving. And they're
Oh
all
my
just
God.
drunk as fuck in the passenger and the rear seats. Like that's obviously
The
not
wrong-
safe. That's obviously not safe. Like
The
you
wrong
need to
people
watch.
buy that car sometimes.
Yeah, but
Like
Tesla's gonna be literally like the number one car company in like 30 years.
Yeah.
Like I said, 2050, they're gonna be like 90% of the cars.
Yeah, like he
it's
said, he
already-
wants it
you
to
already
be a
see
common car.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I remember a couple years ago, like if we seen a Tesla, it's all, oh my God, look, it's a
Yeah.
Tesla. Like, damn, that's lit. And I was just like, oh, look, there's a Tesla. Like,
For
that's
real.
kind of
And
normal.
it's not like it's a bad thing, but it's just
Yeah.
like it's gonna be.
It's just like
fucking
normal.
common.
Yeah, it's just like it's becoming a normal car. Like
Yeah.
if you're buying a freaking
But it-
Nissan or BMW. or
Even now,
something.
like I still look at a Tesla. I'm like, fuck, that's a Tesla.
Yeah, still like
I
damn,
see
that's
it
a
more
Tesla.
often, but you know, it's a fucking Tesla. You know
Still
that
pretty
fucker hauls
cool,
ass
yeah.
and all that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just like it's like new generation of cars. That's why it's so cool.
yeah,
Eventually, like the next generation, they were like, oh, it's like a Camry to them.
yeah.
But I mean,
So, Mom, can I take the Tesla out?
yeah.
So, yeah, son, here.
It's all messed up in the back, all faded by the sun and
Yeah,
everything.
we're gonna have to
I
see
know.
some junk Teslas like
I know.
in like 10, 20 years.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'll be pulling up to the Mexican tire shop. You guys like, yeah, you guys got any tires for my Tesla?
Like any,
It's
Like,
yeah, we
llanta.
like unas llantas. So yeah, that corner over there, that's where we keep our Tesla tires.
any shop has a Tesla fucking specialist. Like
I know.
any shop, the Mexican
Yeah.
shop is fucking Tesla specialist. Like, yeah,
So yeah,
I
Tesla.
can work on it.
Sí, acá están las transmisiones. Had to be funny. Did you choose anything like that you would work on?
I like cause like I'm really into like Tesla and stuff too, but like I like the SpaceX like idea and everything, like just
Yeah.
finding stuff like greater than here. Like you don't
Yeah.
even know what's out there.
At all?
But like it also is risky. So
Yeah, it is.
because you don't know what's gonna happen, you don't know where you're going, you don't really know anything.
Yeah,
If
at
anything, that whole thing could go bad, and like you
Bad.
could lose freaking however many people they take out. You could lose all of them. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think they already got like the technology down. They just need to have like the funding and everything, and like to know where to go. They're
I-
not just gonna send everybody
don't
to Mars.
know.
I don't know, bro. Like,
Bro, they literally sent a rocket into space and it came back and landed itself.
But
Like,
that's
what
with
the
like
fuck?
4 people and stuff. Like if it's like whole humanity and they're trying to like
That's what I'm
relocate
saying,
and stuff like that.
they-
I don't know.
But-
They've never sent anybody to Mars.
Yeah.
That's
They've
what I'm
only
saying.
sent like rovers, so I don't know if they have the technology capable of like.
That's what I'm saying. But
going
if
that
there's
deep.
a Earth or an Earth-like planet like where Mars is, and we already have the technology to go there, and they just have to make sure like there's a habitable place to go.
Not really, because they're fighting like trying to get over there. Like we can't go that far.
Yeah, it's like far. Like it takes a long time to get to Mars.
That's
I
what like
guess so, yeah.
the problem is. Like they're trying to go faster, but like they're already topping out like how fast we can go like as humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just a matter of like building some kind of engine that just like goes hyper speed, like how you look at Star Wars and you just see like, all right, we're going into hyper mode or whatever,
Yeah.
and it just like, zoom,
Or they
like,
find
you
some
see-
wormhole
you
in
see-
the
You know,
freaking
like
solar
the-
system.
Scientific reason that can't happen
Why?
is because humans can't take acceleration like that.
Yeah.
You can travel
Yeah,
at any
G-force.
Our
speed,
bodies will like the G's will like
Yeah, the
distort
G-force.
our
That's
Earth.
why we're
But-
like maxed out.
but let's say like over time you just accelerate. Like you've been in a plane, you know that shit's going like 600, maybe even faster miles per hour.
Yeah.
Some fucking people in the jet go Mach 1 and shit. It's because they gradually get to that speed.
Yeah,
They gradually get to. If you go from fucking here in hyperspeed just like that, we'd be gone from fucking
yeah, you're done.
existence.
That's when you
You're just
pass
all in
out.
the sea.
That's when you're out.
G-force and
Just
shit.
smashed in the
Your
sea.
face
all
is
the
all
G9
time.
and shit.
stretched.
Just,
Yeah.
yeah, like you literally be gone from existence, ripped from your body if you fucking instantly go. But if you gradually go that, you can probably go like fucking light year speed, but you literally have to graduate all the way to that speed, and who knows how long that takes.
Yeah,
But like,
It's all fuck. We passed it.
yeah, but that, I mean, that'll be sick, but scientifically that can't happen.
I
Me
think
too.
I think space is just like so unexplored. So there's always that like unknown where there's like a big risk, no matter like what technology we have.
Bro, it's so crazy. We're not even like the size of an atom
Mhm.
compared to like the
Yeah,
universe.
like those
Yeah.
videos where it's just zooming out and zooming out and zooming
Yeah.
out, and like it just looks
And,
how
like,
small it is.
Just imagine like how big Earth is and compared to how big the galaxy is,
Yeah.
and compared to how many fucking different galaxies there are.
Yeah.
Like we ain't shit, honestly.
Like when you look at the Milky Way, like how they'll show like the whole Milky Way, and then they'll show like where our solar system's at.
hmm
And it's just like a tiny little speck.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's like,
to
dang, that's
me.
just our galaxy, not our solar system, our galaxy. And there's like more galaxies.
Yeah,
That's
we're
so-
like all
that's-
surrounded by galaxies.
That's
Yeah.
so
Crazy.
crazy to me. You don't know what's going on in the world.
But
At all.
eventually, so we have a sister galaxy called Andromeda, and eventually our two galaxies are gonna collide.
Damn,
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
the
see-
fuck's what's
See,
gonna happen? then?
exactly. We got to figure
That's
out.
when it all just like
goes to
like a
shit.
restart.
It's like when
See?
Squidward's in that
That-
white room, just
See, that's why I wanted. I
Like,
want to
what the
do.
fuck?
That's why I want to get us out of here. Save humanity somehow. Get
Yeah.
us like.
you can't leave a galaxy.
It's not gonna happen for like another billion some
Yeah.
years.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I said like try to live forever. So then you literally have a whole lifetime, like multiple lifetimes, to figure it out.
It's not gonna take 600 years,
Well,
It's
isn't
gonna
it?
take longer than that. I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like
but you're gonna
If
have
you
to
figure
move
out
from
a-
planet to planet, and you think you can live for fucking millions of years? You think you can live millions of years?
you
Well,
don't-
isn't
you
it
don't know until
crazy
you
in
find
s-
out. You have to try.
Meeting your fucking grandson.
He's just gonna
that's-
keep transferring his consciousness
Yeah.
into different bodies.
Exactly.
But that's still living for millions of years. You
Yeah,
think you can
exactly.
do
Yeah,
that?
so he's gonna be living for
well,
millions of years.
well, that's why I'm like, you
And-
can't do that now. But if I'm Elon Musk, that's what I'm trying
So
to
you,
figure
you
out.
can see millions of friends and family just die, and you're still going. You can
Elon,
see that.
Elon Musk is already a weird guy. I mean,
He's doing it for humanity, not just
Yeah.
his family.
But he hasn't
Yeah.
lived millions of years.
I know, but still, if anything, he figures out a way to have his family live forever too, transfer their consciousness into bodies.
That's just
If he
that's
can
just like
fig-
playing with life.
If he can figure it out for himself, he can figure it out for his family.
Oh man.
Might as well.
Well,
But that's what I'm saying. Like me personally, I wouldn't want to do that. Like I'd be dumb hurt seeing all you guys die, and I just keep living forever and seeing my kids die. But if I was Elon Musk, the guy's already kind of a weirdo.
Like
He
the
like-
movie.
When you hear him, he's like a robot almost. Like he
Mhm.
talks so like weird.
That's-
iRobot.
that's just his accent.
Yeah.
Nah, but like one of the like quotes from the Avengers Age of Ultron movie,
Oh yeah, yeah.
like I don't like that movie's good or whatever, but the most thing I remember from that movie is like it was a Vision telling Ultron at the end of the movie, he's all, life isn't beautiful because it lasts forever. And I forgot what else he said, but like that quote, like that's honestly true. Like life is beautiful because it's not like, you know,
It's something
you have
Yeah.
space and time to do things and make the best out of that time.
hmm
But if you live for millions of years, like you're not gonna enjoy life at all. Like
well,
what
yeah,
the
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying try to make everybody live forever. Just like
Just me.
Like he will live forever, so everybody else can keep experiencing what you're saying. Like, cause I don't want my great like times freaking 100 grandkids to like not have a freaking planet, a nice beautiful planet to like live on and enjoy life. You know, I'm trying to figure it out for
but
the
like
long
yeah.
run.
other planets in the galaxy fucking form over billions of years, and like Earth, they've been here since day one. These
Exact-
niggas are never leaving.
Well, exactly.
Like,
that's why.
you could just
Day
see like
one.
Well, that's
you
why
can
I was
see
saying
like
like
the planet, like this is where humanity began. This is the start of humanity,
yeah,
and it'll be like history. But
and eventually
we're just there like for millions of years. Like like
And eventually,
we're
that
first.
Earth is gonna be gone. So that's why you got to figure out a
Yeah,
different
so
place to
why-
go.
And we don't know if we're first either.
Yeah, we don't know if we are first.
well in
We're
our
we're
galaxy at
first to
least I
us.
think. Well,
Even in
no,
our
maybe not-
galaxy, we don't know if we're first.
Our solar system, yeah.
All right, our solar system.
Okay,
for
I'll
sure.
respect that.
Yeah. All right.
We can be the first of the solar system, but
All right. So you chose tunnels. I chose saving humanity.
Mhm.
I chose
SpaceX.
global warming
SpaceX.
SpaceX.
with the electric
Global-
cars.
Oh, with the
Yeah.
electric cars. All right. And then you chose.
Global hunger.
Oh yeah, global hunger. That's a good one. All right. So getting into the next segment. So we got UFC 253 coming up. Adesanya versus Costa next. Well, when this drops, it'll be like 2 days or like tomorrow. But for now, it's like a week from now. So what I want to do, I'm gonna choose 3 fights for you guys, like the 3 the main fights. I'm gonna give you guys statistics, different information about him, and I want you guys to choose who do you guys think would win, like just based on the statistics. I give you guys information, and just to make it interesting, whoever can get like the most answers right, including like the way the fight ends, I'll get them Chick-fil-A.
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 All right, I like that.
Yeah, just to make it a little bit more interesting.
I'm down to munch after.
And or just munch after anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Also, I want to bring up that just because he's from here, from ABQ, Diego Sanchez is fighting, and he's just a crazy guy. So I think he's gonna lose just because he's like been losing like all his fights, like his last like 4 fights, he's just been losing. He won like his last fight only because the guy like hit him with an illegal knee, and the ref asked him, he was like, do you want to stop? Do you want to continue? And he was like, if I say no, do I win? And the ref was like, I can't tell you that. And he was just like, yeah, no, I don't want to continue. And then he was like, all right, you won.
Oh
He's
my
tired.
God.
He's tired.
That's funny. He took the bum way out pretty much.
real.
He was just trying to make a payday, really.
Was he the one you were saying that he just got a new trainer though?
Yeah, he got so like he literally left like proper training camps, like real MMA trainers who know what they're doing, for this like guy who all he really does is like stretch, really. Like he's just like he's more like a mental coach. He doesn't really know like anything about like MMA.
Well, he's
really.
honestly a sped, so that could probably that'll help him hella.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because he's like a weirdo. Like,
yeah, I don't know how you can get coached
Yeah.
by someone
He's
that
from
just
Busquets.
stretches.
He's a weirdo, but he has like a Hall of Fame like fight. Like it was
Yeah,
a
he
crazy
has, like,
fight.
Watch him be an animal on this one.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a little old.
He's
Yeah.
old,
Yeah.
but you never know. He could surprise us.
But if you ever like want to watch like a fucking crazy like UFC in its prime time, bro, fucking Diego Sanchez versus Clay Guida, bro.
All right.
Fucking straight throwing, fucking
Animals, like they're literally just
crazy.
like
They're
throwing.
mean dogging each other the whole time. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was like intense. Like they're legit like dogs.
Yeah.
And that's like one thing about him that you can never like count him out just because he's a dog. Like he won't quit really.
Those
Other
would
than
get
that time he
hit.
quit.
Until he said, nah.
I take that back because
Oh my
obviously he
God.
did quit. But like he could just catch you with something. You never know. Like just one
Yeah.
lapse of like just one mental lapse and he could catch you.
Really, he's gonna
Yeah.
tune into a different level with this new guy.
Yeah. All right. So now to the UFC picks. So the first fight, I'm gonna go from top to bottom, or I mean from bottom to top. All right. So the first fight, it's a lightweight. Or not lightweights. I mean featherweight. So
Sosa's a
or
fucking
flyweight. I mean my
No,
bad.
he's a
he's
beer
a bantamweight.
So
beer
this is a
bantam.
a
Beer
beer
bantam.
bantam. He's a beer bantamweight.
Fucker's 130. He's not even bantam yet.
Yeah.
No, he's a feather, but he drinks beer, so he's beer bantam.
Yeah,
No,
beer
he's
bantam.
a fly.
He's been on the
Yeah,
cause though,
25.
so
He's a
it's
flyweight.
less.
Yeah. So this first fight I'm giving you guys, it's a flyweight fight, 125 pounds. It's between this guy Kai Kara France from New Zealand versus this guy from here in the States, Brandon Royval. So here are the stats. France, 27 years old, 21-8, 5'4", 69 inch reach.
5'4"?
Yeah, 5'4".
They're 125,
They're-
bro.
yeah, these are like the
That's a-
smallest guys.
It's like
But
Sosa
five-
fighting.
They're small fuckers, bro.
These are like the smallest guys, 125. It's like
Damn.
the smallest like
They're beefy,
men's
though.
weight.
Yeah.
Little
They're,
stocky
they're
homies.
cut. They're fast.
Uh-huh.
That's the thing. They're fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
That'd be
fast
funny
as
if they
fuck.
fight someone all tall. They're just all fast and getting
Yeah.
nasty body shots.
All right. So, yeah, 5'4", 69 inch reach. Out of his 21 wins, he has 9 knockouts and 3 submissions. He's 21-8. 21 wins, 8 losses.
Pretty solid.
Royval, he's 28 years old, so he's a year older. He's 11-4, so he's not as experienced. He doesn't have as much fights.
Mm-hmm.
He's 5'9", so there's a 5-inch height difference.
Okay.
68-inch reach. So France has a 1-inch reach advantage,
Holy shit.
And he's shorter.
and he's shorter, but he has longer arms. So that's crazy.
Those
Out
are
of-
crazy.
Yeah, out of his 11 wins, he has 3 knockouts and 7 submissions. So he's
Mm.
finished 10 out of 11 fights.
Mm-hmm.
And all 4 of his losses have been from decision. He's never been like knocked out or submitted.
Yeah.
So all of his 4 losses have gone the distance, and he's just lost them in decisions.
Mm.
So
How is the other guy like on like the ground? Is he nice?
he has 3 submissions. He's more of a striker. He's not a ground guy.
Because the other guy sounds like he's like a ground guy,
Yeah.
and this guy sounds like he's like straight knockouts.
It seemed like Royval, he's a ground guy, 7 submissions, and then France only has 3 submissions, and Royval has 7.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like it's a ground guy versus a striker.
Yeah.
But Kara can submit people. He has. So
That's the 2 stats. Like, if he's a ground guy, like, he's just gonna wrap that little guy up. But there's always the chance.
yeah.
There's always the chance he has that. What's his name?
Kai Kara France.
Kai Car France. Yeah, his reach. He's got 1-inch reach, so like, he could probably catch him with something if he's like trying to shoot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing, the thing that I think is gonna be the difference is just the height, like 5-inch height advantage.
Yeah, that's pretty big. That's
Mhm.
crazy.
I'm gonna probably go with Royba.
Royval.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going for the fucking grappling homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the first guy?
Kai Kara France.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with him. He's
The
the
striker?
striker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. How do you think it's gonna end?
If the second guy's gonna win, it's definitely submission.
What round? It's a 3-round fight.
I'll probably go with 3rd round.
3rd round submission. And then you got Kara France.
Yeah.
I'll also point out that Kara France hasn't been finishing his opponents as of recently. They've all been kind of going to decision.
I was
He won-
kind of thinking that either 3rd round, like late, something happens, or it goes to decisions.
Okay.
It's gonna be a longer fight though.
Yeah.
So does the Royval guy have less experience?
Yeah, he does. Royval has a total of 15 fights, whereas France has a total of 29 fights.
So
But 10 of his fights are knockouts.
Yeah, 11
finishes.
yeah, finishes. So he has 10 out of 11 finishes in his wins.
So
Stat.
I don't know. Like, I haven't looked at any of their footage or anything, so I don't know. But
Yeah.
what I think might happen is, the striker's just gonna play it smart. Probably keep his distance. He's a vet. He's fought way more.
Yeah.
He's probably just gonna stall out the 3 rounds like he always does. He's not a knockout artist. And I feel like the grappler's probably gonna go for risky shoots or trying to shoot from a far distance because he's still kind of new to it, and
Yeah.
it's pretty nerve wracking because it's probably one of his first UFC fights. If he's
Yeah, one of his first big ones for sure on the
Yeah.
main card of a pay-per-view.
on the main card of a pay-per-view, so I feel like it's gonna go 3 rounds, and probably the striker's gonna win. If anything, the grappler's gonna win like early with a submission, but I think the striker maybe has more experience, so he knows what to do.
Okay. Also, Kai Kara France comes from one of the best gyms in the world at the moment, City Kickboxing in New Zealand.
Oh,
Izzy, huh?
Izzy's gym.
Izzy and Volkanovski, 2 champions right now.
Yeah, 2 champions in the UFC. Like, they come from City Kickboxing, and like he's from that gym too. So he's part of that team.
Oh, I know how he's gonna strike. Then they love feints. And they like make you think that they're gonna throw something. They're like, they're twitchy. All of them are twitchy.
So onto like
especially Izzy.
Yeah, that's sketch, honestly.
onto the co-main event, and so this one is for the light heavyweight championship, the vacant light heavyweight title. So if you guys didn't know, John Jones, he was the light heavyweight champion, but he just decided to vacate the title and move up to heavyweight so he can be the heavyweight champion, known as the baddest man on the planet.
Yeah.
So the fights is gonna be Dominic Reyes versus Jan Blachowicz. Dominic Reyes, he's from here in the States. He's like an elite athlete. He was a D1 football player, starter all 4 years in college. He even tried out for a couple NFL teams. I think the Jets and the Giants, but he just didn't make the final. He made it to the final like little roster spot where they choose like the last like few guys, but he just didn't get chosen.
Damn.
So he didn't make the NFL, but he was right there. So he's an elite athlete. And then Jan Blachowicz, He's an older guy. He's a veteran kind of, but like he's just becoming like nice. Like he's in his prime right now, and he's from Poland. Like that's why his name is Jan Blachowicz. All weird. It's spelled weird. So Reyes is coming, and Dominic Reyes is coming off like a razor close fight with John Jones. Like some people think that he beat John Jones.
He did.
But DJ thinks he did. I don't think he did.
Yes,
but
he did.
He's coming off a razor close fight against John Jones. Like just lost in was it a unanimous decision? Yeah, it was a unanimous decision for John Jones. And so he wanted his rematch, but John's like, I'm moving up. Forget it.
So ladies.
And then Jan Blachowicz is coming off a fight against Corey Anderson. And that's kind of significant just because they fought before once, like 5 years ago, and Corey Anderson dominated him. Like, he just out-wrestled him, just dominated him, like, the whole fight. And then they fought again, and he was actually part of the main event when the UFC came here a couple months ago, earlier in the year.
Yeah.
And he knocked him out in the first round.
Mhm.
So he got his revenge.
Bad.
Knocked him out. Yeah, he
Folded.
knocked him out bad. Like, straight just dink. Like, I think it was a right hand. Yeah, exactly. Lawn chair.
And then that was right after Corey had won, and he fucking finished the Prodigy.
Yeah.
Like I forgot who it was.
Johnny Walker.
Johnny
Hot
Walker.
prospect.
He was like a prospect. Everybody like, oh man, this is the next guy in this division.
Yeah.
Corey Anderson came back. He fucking schlepped him. He's like, I'm ready for anybody. Gets fucking schlepped by this Poland fucking guy.
So let me give you the stats.
Oh yeah.
So Reyes, he's 30 years old, 12-1. His only loss is to John Jones. He's 6'4", 77-inch reach. He has 7 knockouts, 2 submissions. So he's finished 9 out of his 12 wins. Blachowicz is 37 years old, 26-8, so way more experienced. 6'2", 78-inch reach. So, and he has 7 knockouts, 9 submissions. He's like a submission artist. He's known more for that than his striking, but he does have knockout power. So Reyes has a 2-inch reach or a 2-inch height advantage, and then Blachowicz has a 1-inch reach advantage. Yeah. Reyes is like, he's not really a submission guy. He's more like he's a striker, like through and through. He's a striker. But he has like that in his pocket. Blachowicz, he can strike. He has power, but he's a submission guy.
He's the one more experienced? Is a submission guy?
Yeah, Blachowicz is more experienced.
Yeah.
Well, what's their gas tanks like? Their stamina?
Reyes has good stamina. He went all 5 rounds with John Jones and kept up pretty much.
Well, you said he's a freaking super athlete.
Yeah,
so
an elite athlete, yeah. Probably the best athlete in the UFC, to be honest.
I'm gonna probably go with him just for the endurance.
He's younger too.
Yeah.
He's 30, whereas Blachowicz is 37.
Yeah.
And Blachowicz is barely coming into his prime now, but so is him.
I'd say in UFC, sometimes more experience could be your downfall. Because, like, those fighters that are, like, a little older, like, I don't know. I feel like they start to lose their flair.
In this case, I say, like, just the athleticism, I think, is what will win Reyes the fight for me.
Yeah.
I'm personally predicting, honestly, first round KO. That's what I'm predicting.
Wait, how many rounds is this one?
5 rounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Damn,
it's for the championship, so 5 rounds.
Dang. Yeah, I'm gonna go with him too.
Yeah.
I think this one's gonna be a shorter fight too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know about as short as you're saying, but maybe like third round,
Third round knockout.
somewhere there in the middle.
Yeah.
You two, you agree?
I
Third
agree
round
with
knockout.
third round. Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I'm going for Dominic Reyes. Knockout. I'm saying probably 3rd or 4th round. He can knock him out early, but I'm just going for like the long run. I think it's gonna be 3 or 4 rounds. The thing I wanted to say about Dominic Reyes' stamina, he went all 5 rounds with John Jones, and he was constantly moving the whole time, like constantly moving. But it's agreeable. Everybody agrees that, you know, he won the first 2 rounds. He came in hot. He was throwing shit and landing, and he kept moving and everything. But he slowed down in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th round. The 3rd one could have went to Dominic Reyes or John Jones.
Yeah.
It was so close.
Yeah. So like everyone agrees
But
that.
the last 2 rounds was clearly John Jones because Dominic Reyes kind of slowed down. He kept moving, but you can tell he was sweating. He was, you know, he wasn't throwing as hard. He wasn't making the shots or throwing as much. obviously anybody can get tired in 25 minutes, like in the last 10 minutes, like you're gassed. But I think he does have good cardio, but he kind of does slow down. He keeps moving, but he does slow down, probably loses some power.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping for early stoppage, but I don't think, what's his name again? Sorry.
Jan
Jan
Blachowicz.
Yeah, Jan, I don't think he's just going to fold over in the first round.
I'm going to say he has to like start really working him by like the second round, and then Prime will be like third, fourth round. He'll be like, and then fifth, that's like end of fourth, beginning of fifth, he's like getting more gassed.
Right, yeah, I fuck with Dominic though. Fucking straight athlete, baseball, football, I think another sport, I can't remember, but fucking massive power on that left hand. He's a southpaw.
Yeah, he did all of like
and
all
that,
track sport.
And that plays a big role, like the stance, like if you're not used to, because you don't fight many lefties. Yeah. And like when you fight a lefty, it's like different. Their rear hand's like farther away and whatever, or it's just like awkward. It's not what you're used to because both your lead foots are next to each other. So I feel like that could play a little role. Maybe not too major, but yeah, he has a lot of power in that left hand. He throws high kicks on random. He threw like 2 high kicks in a row in one of the fights. It was crazy. He's like a one-dimensional striker, but if he lands, it's gonna be done.
Yeah.
Speaking of southpaws, do you think McGregor really whipped out his hammer in a bar like that?
In a bar?
Or where was it at?
I don't know the story. It could have been a bar, but he's been on a fucking vacation.
Yeah.
On a
it was on his yacht. That's what it was.
That's the thing. So if you're on a multi-million-dollar yacht, I'd fucking wake up in the morning with my yacht out. Like, come on, and like you're on vacation, bro. Like,
so they got mad at him for doing that on his own yacht.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dumb, man.
Yeah,
I thought he straight said.
Yeah, they straight arrested him for that.
Because like
Allah,
he was literally planning on going on this like crazy it was like a swim or something, a swim or a run with like a prince and a princess, like legit.
Damn.
It was like a swim, I think.
Yeah, it was like a swim, and so he was gonna do it like the day of that he was like arrested and charged.
Yeah.
Was the day he was gonna go on that swim. So like, and he was on vacation with his wife and his mom and his kids like the whole time, and like the night before he posted a video of him and his wife like in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't think he's dumb enough to do that.
I don't think with his wife and his like mom there and stuff.
Yeah,
that's what
like,
I
even
had
if like he did that
believing.
on his yacht, he's on his yacht. Like, it honestly probably was someone trying to expose, not
like
even expose,
ulterior
but just
motives,
trying to get money from him.
Yeah, ulterior
Yeah,
motives.
I think that's all it was.
Yeah, I feel like it's bullshit. Well, I mean,
because even like on his past controversies, he never like denied him. Like he just faced him head on, like talked about him and everything. This is the first time where he like legit denied it. He was like, no.
Yeah,
like,
and
that's not true.
There's a case where some girl was saying that the kid was his, like that she had his kid because they're at this specific time that they hooked up, and then she had a kid like 9 months, or just like the time was perfect. So they're like, oh, this is your kid, and he took the DNA tests and everything. He's like, no, fuck no. And like he took the DNA test and everything. It wasn't his kid. So
yeah,
I mean,
that's what sucks. It's just,
but it was like
comes
such
with
an
being
allegation,
famous.
and it ruined his reputation. Not ruined, but
it put a like a bad like a mark on it.
Like he's a sexual assaulter. That's like
that's a bad mark, honestly. Like and especially now, but
and
I
everybody
don't
has it.
believe
Like
it.
I was reading the comments on one of the posts about that breaking news. It was like, oh, it's such a hard thing. He makes it so hard to be a fan of his. I'm like, oh my god, like you weren't even a fan to begin with, if some shit like that, for having your fucking yacht out.
He's been known to be controversial, so when you're that famous and have that much money, like,
and also he's just
like
not
that's gonna happen.
Sensitive to like the American people. Like the American people are so sensitive. Like we get fucking hurt about anything.
And that shit didn't even happen in America. He was fucking where?
He was somewhere in Europe.
Yeah, like
I know exactly.
And then now it's the biggest news over here because everyone's so sensitive. It's like, come on, man.
They have nude beaches out there, so
yeah.
I don't know why it would matter. If like he really was on his yacht, it's like that's like private property.
Mm-hmm.
You could do what you want on private property. And there was like probably someone in a yacht like 200, 300 feet away with like binoculars. All like, it's Connor.
McGregor
looking at his Irish yacht.
Why is there a fat snake next to his legs?
Oh my god.
You're
Oh,
retarded.
hold up. The proper's in the way. The proper 12's in the way.
The proper 12
Move
in
the
way.
proper.
Why is there a bottle in his pants?
That's funny. No, but I'll still support Connor. I'm a big Connor
Yeah, I
fan.
don't give a
like,
fuck.
I don't give a fuck. All right.
I fuck with
The
him
double
for
champ does
like
what
his
the fuck he
personality.
Yep.
For his personality, he's just
Yeah,
he's
he's
so
funny.
him. Like he's so him. Like unique.
Mm.
Like he's not putting on a facade, a persona. Like that's legit him.
and
you know?
he's
Yeah.
dripped. He's so dripped.
He's dripped.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dripped out, bro. He
He's
wears
an animal athlete.
fucking $1,000 like outfits when he's just like going running. Like that
Yeah.
fucker's crazy.
That shirt was sick that he had with the stripes, and it's all fuck you.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
suit,
Pinstripes.
Yeah.
pinstripe
Yeah.
suit.
You couldn't even tell. It just looks like
He
normal
wore that in New
stripes.
York, right, for the Mayweather press
Yeah, it was
conference.
the Mayweather performance. He's all, if you zoom in on my suit, the pinstripes say "fuck you."
But that's so clean,
That's
bro.
fresh, like so
And like
fresh.
he's not like a fucking sped like UFC like fucking fighter,
Uh,
bro. He's
legit
a
world
businessman,
class.
bro.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
makes clothes. He makes fucking
Alcohol.
He has his own like line with fucking Reebok. Like he has his shoes and
Yeah.
shit. Like, bro, he's not like
Yeah.
just some dumb sped that got
Mhm.
rich. Like he's,
He knows what he's doing.
he's a businessman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like he's an intelligent fighter. He's not only is he a businessman, he's a world class fighter.
yeah,
Like,
and he's like, honestly, he probably has the most beautiful striking
yeah.
ever seen in. I would say MMA, not like
Like even
combat sports history, but I
one
say
of-
MMA.
one of the greatest fighters of all time in MMA, Anderson Silva. Like he had an interview recently, and he was talking about like how him and Connor, like Connor wanted to fight him. Like he said that on Twitter, and like they were asking him about that, and he's all, "Yeah, you see, the thing with Connor is everybody wants to talk about Connor and wants to like fight him and stuff, but they don't understand that Connor is the best fighter." Cause like to him, like Connor's a real fighter because he's a striker. Like he doesn't consider like ground game like real fighting. Because
Yeah.
Anderson's just like one of the best strikers of all time. Like he wants to have a real fight and just
mm.
box it out. Like so he considers Connor like like the best in the game because he has the best striking,
Yeah.
and that's kind of facts. Like he pretty much finishes all of his opponents. He's only gone the distance with Max Holloway, and that was like when they were really young, and he tore his MCL in that fight, so Connor took it to the ground for like the last 2 rounds because I'm pretty sure he felt that,
Yeah.
and so he took it to the ground. And then his rematch with Nate Diaz, because you're not about to take Nate out easy. Like
Mm.
that's just like that was a dog.
Yeah.
So like that's the only times he's ever gone to like decision and won. Other than that, he finishes all his opponents. Like he's just an animal striker.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's crazy.
and like in style, it's not like
Yeah, in style, like too.
just like the way like he like strikes. It's like
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, he has finesse for
He,
sure.
he has like this like
Yeah.
weird like sideways stance,
Like
like almost
karate,
karate
like-
style, but not really. He has like his own twist on it.
and the
He's a
best
completely
like,
unique fighter.
the
Mhm.
thing that makes him so like you can tell like what he's doing. Like that's what makes it beautiful. Like a lot of people see like fucking 2 meatheads swinging, just like what the fuck landed. But
Yeah.
you can tell what he's doing. Like
Yeah, he makes it
you may
clean.
not like
Yeah.
be able to do it yourself, but you can see like he fucking slips a shot, moves his head like 2 centimeters, and the punch will miss.
Just like
like,
this microphone.
It's like you can like see that, and you're just like, that's different. Like
yeah,
you
he's
can,
he's calculated.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it's
Like,
ridiculous.
when he fought Jose Aldo, he said he's like the day before they fought, he said he's like when we faced off, I could see it. I could just like when I was looking in his eyes, I could feel his hand was twitching. He's like, I could tell he wanted to unload that right hand. He's like, so I'm just gonna slip it when he throws it, and I'm not gonna be there, and then I'm gonna hit him with his left, and it's gonna be over.
Yeah.
What do you know? That's exactly what happened. Jose Aldo went in to throw the right. Connor just backed up. It just like
well, so
barely, it like
yeah.
missed pretty much, and he just like hit him. But like when he hit him on the way down, Aldo did land, but he was knocked out at that point.
well, the thing is like I think Aldo knew that, so he like feinted the right hand. So
Yeah,
he came in strong, feinted, and came with the left hook, but Connor already connected. So like they're like it was like mind game. Like, oh, you gonna expect this right hand? Well, I'm gonna give you this left hook, but Connor's just too fast, and
He said,
boom.
"Here's another left."
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally left hook to his chin, and Jose Aldo landed, but he was already asleep. Like, he was already done. So like, and that's what's so crazy to me. Like,
yeah,
Yeah, because I'm not even like that in the UFC, but like with McGregor, like he makes his fights interesting.
Yeah.
Even for people that aren't that into it.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
like you can
entertaining.
tell it's something
Like,
like
when he's
Did,
fighting, it's not just a fight; it's an event.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like you don't make Mayweather McGregor without like
Yeah.
both of them being like a spectacle.
Mhm.
Like Mayweather, everybody just wants to see him lose, really, see if he's gonna lose or not.
Yeah.
With McGregor, it's like he puts on a show, like
And
it's
bruh,
like
like,
a whole
yeah,
show.
Well, I think Mayweather's that same aspect of like
Yeah.
that finesse of boxing, though.
Yeah, you can't touch him.
Yeah, you just
It's
can't touch
crazy.
him. Yeah,
But like it was like Conor performed that fight too. Like Conor won some rounds, and anybody will or a lot of boxing fans say, "Oh, Floyd was playing with him." Like, bro, he was not. Like, no one's gonna
he
play in a
had-
fight.
Yeah, he had him
Mhm.
tired.
No one's gonna play in a fight. He obviously waited a little bit, held back, let Conor get
Yeah,
tired, and then he put on more pressure and all that. But he was not playing around. Conor, bro, that first round when he slipped that punch and landed a left uppercut with a rear hook, like, bro, I was so shocked. I was like,
Yeah.
"There's no way," because
Well, it's just like it's not
That's
his
so-
environment. So like, how
Yeah.
could you? That was
At the end of
literally
the-
his first boxing.
yeah.
premiere.
At the end
Exactly.
of the day, he still went 10 rounds as one of the greatest boxers of
Yeah.
all time in his
Mhm.
first professional boxing match. You can't take anything away from him.
No.
yeah.
He really, even though Mayweather won, it was more like McGregor won. Like he got the respect of everybody, and he made
Yeah,
a
he
quick
was in a
100
whole
and
another
million.
doing it
sport.
for two
Yeah.
separate
Yeah,
fights.
literally,
Yeah.
like
200, just a
The
quick $100 million check, real quick.
Yeah.
like the
Just to fight an old
greatest
man.
I would have lost too.
greatest boxer in like the last 50 years, like
Yeah,
Mayweather, and he went 10 rounds with him.
yeah.
Like that.
Yeah,
no,
that's
that's
just
I
mad.
can't. I'm excited to see that Tyson fight.
What, Roy Jones?
Oh, with Roy Jones Jr.
yeah, that'll be dope.
I don't know what to expect of it, but it'll be dope to see him.
I honestly think Mike's gonna knock him out.
You see his
Booker still has a powerful.
he had a
ass punch.
podcast with Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah, he's a beast. He's a
No,
different
he's
animal.
like crazy now.
Yeah,
He's
like-
back to his old ways.
Yeah, like I
Like,
remember
he's
seeing
tuned
that.
in.
He kept telling Joe Rogan.
Well, did you know he used to have someone hypnotize him?
Mhm.
Or-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's animal. He's just like
like
a-
he like
a
literally
beast.
like, bro, he was like talking about getting fucking boners from fighting. Like he loves it that much. Like
yeah.
that's like
orgasmic,
how
he
fucked
said.
up
God.
in your
He
head.
said
Like
that fighting's orgasmic.
I love Mike Tyson, but like how like what's going on in your head that fighting
You just got hit in the
gets
head
you like
too much,
orgasmic?
bro.
Like
yeah,
he just
Breaks
loves that
the whole
shit.
fight.
And it's not even like since his boxing career. Even when he was a kid, he got hella fights, hundreds of fights when he was a kid growing up in New York, right?
He was just
I forget.
bricked,
I think it was New York.
bricked all the time
But
fighting.
he
He was just
just
bricked
fought
all
all
the
the time, and like that was just
Bricked
like his
all the
childhood.
time.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine being the world champion in boxing at 19 or 20. It was like 19 or 20. He was the heavyweight champion. That's insane.
Yeah, he's just an animal.
You wouldn't think like you would go crazy, winning a championship belt, being on top of the world
Oh yeah,
that young.
it gets to your head.
Yeah.
Same thing with John Jones.
Yeah, same with John Jones, the youngest UFC champion of all time. That how many? Like,
23, top of the world.
Yeah, like
That's why he's fucking doing blow and
yeah.
Exactly,
Whatever.
bro.
John Jones said like when he was like younger and stuff before he like got caught up and everything, he would party like hard, like where he would have a hangover like the next day, like a week before every fight.
Allah.
So like, cause he said like mentally he wanted to like, so if he lost the fight, like he could just like blame it on that.
Yeah.
That, like, oh, I partied like
so
a
he
week
just had
before.
a reason for it.
Yeah, he like
Yeah.
that's like his like way of like coping, I guess, with like if he lost, like he could fall back on that. So that's like, yeah, it's crazy being a fighter. Like it's a
Yeah.
whole mental thing too. Like it's not just being
Really
an
is.
elite.
he's a
freaking
little
athlete.
he's a little bit off too.
I think that fucker's psycho, low key.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I think something's wrong with him.
Yeah,
but
like Kanye said, bro. Like name one genius that ain't crazy, and John Jones, like he's a genius in his own way in fighting.
in
Like,
his own art.
yeah, in his
fighting.
own art. Yeah, like, and then his build too, like 6'6", 6'7", something like that.
No, he's like 6'5", I think.
6'5"?
Yeah. But even
Yeah.
still, like 6'5", like
And he has like the second longest reach, if not or longest like reach.
Yeah.
Like his wingspan
has-
is ridiculous.
he's tied in the longest reach. He has. It's a thing.
Isn't it some guy that's like 280 pounds or something?
Well,
like that?
No, the guy. No,
the-
he's not like
He's
that.
7 foot though.
Oh,
Yeah, the
seven
guy's
foot.
7
That's
foot,
what
yeah.
it
He's
was.
tied with
Yeah.
that fucker, and it's like what 82 and a half reach or what, 84 and a half.
Yeah, something like that.
You
think-
can see it though. Like when he's there, you can tell his arms
He's-
are just
Yeah,
long.
he's long as.
Yeah, he's
lanky
long,
for-
long.
And like he uses it to his like that's why they call him John Bones Jones
Yeah.
because like he's
Skinny.
not like a big old muscle guy. Like if you look at his legs are fucking skinny. He has no calves, nothing, but it's just like pure fucking knees and elbows. Like that's what cuts up his opponents. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. All right. So, and just to end it off, we're going back to the last fight, the main event, the main fight with the pay-per-view's title for Adesanya versus Costa. So you got Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya from New Zealand versus Paulo the Eraser Costa from Brazil. All right. And also, like, fun fact, this is the first fight since UFC 98 in 2009 that two undefeated fighters are going to go up against each other in a championship match.
Damn.
That's if you don't count John Jones versus Daniel Cormier 1, because that was after John Jones got disqualified for one of his fights for an illegal elbow, which is dumb. But if you don't count that, this is the first time two undefeated fighters are fighting for a championship since 2009.
Dang.
So that's pretty like dope, honestly. So Israel Adesanya is 19-0, 6'4", 80-inch reach,
Damn, 80.
14 knockouts out of his 19 wins. Paulo Costa is 13-0, 6'1", 72-inch reach, 11 knockouts, 1 submission. So he's finished 12 out of his 13 fights. The only fight that's gone the distance was his last fight against Yoel Romero, and Yoel Romero's just a tank.
Yeah.
Freaking Cuban specimen. Like, no one's built like him.
I'm gonna just say Adesanya.
Yeah.
I just fuck with Adesanya though.
Yeah, he's dope.
Good answer.
So, like, Israel Adesanya, he's a specialist. He's a striker, like, through and through. He's like the second coming of Anderson Silva.
He's a beast in UFC
yeah.
3. So
Facts.
Oh, bro, you
UFC
should try UFC 4,
UFC
bro.
4, he's even more
dumb
monster.
broken, bro.
Like, broken.
Crazy.
Yeah. So and there's like supposedly bad blood, but I don't think there's really bad blood. It's more like they're just talking shit to each other. Cause like they literally just be talking about like each other's bodies. Like Paulo Costa's like skinny clown Adesanya, and then like Adesanya would be like, oh, overinflated balloon or whatever. Like that's all they like really be talking shit about.
And
to
like
each other.
I read the funniest shit. It was like a interview between both of them, and they're exactly talking about their bodies. Like fucking Paulo Costa showed his chest on the camera, like, look at this, you fucking skinny guy, or some shit like that. He's all, oh, put your tits away.
He's all, put your titties away.
Oh my
This
God.
is Sports Center or something like that.
And then I was reading the comments. It was like, there's a weird sexual tension between these two.
I've seen that comment too. Yeah,
It's funny as fuck, bro.
yeah, that one's definitely going to decision.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so.
Yeah, because I don't know. Adesanya, like, he doesn't have, like, necessarily knockout power, but he's just like a sniper. Like, he can catch you right
He's
on
a
the
striking
jaw.
specialist. Like,
Yeah, he'll catch you on the jaw. Costa, he has knockout power, and he's a pressure fighter. So, like, he just keeps moving forward, like, at you. He's just going to pretty much, like, not rush you, but just, like, you're not going to stop fighting that homie.
Has the other guy fought like someone like him before that like is gonna be rushing him like that? Is he used to that?
no. So
Not like Costa. No, he's never fought someone like Costa.
So the thing
Exact.
about Israel Adesanya is he's not like a pocket fighter. He's not gonna stand and bang with you.
Yeah.
He's like a sniper, like Hector said. Like he's gonna get his distance.
Mhm.
So if you come rushing towards him, he's gonna put his hand out, keep his distance, and then counter. And he's not gonna be like right there in the pocket, fucking throwing
playing it
hooks.
with like more strategy.
And
Yeah, he's
he's
gonna be
only
more
done that.
strategic.
He's only done that against like Robert Whitaker, and that's what knocked him out. But like,
Yeah.
it's not like that's where he thrives. That's not where he thrives. So he's gonna keep his distance, and it's like a meme. Like Paulo Costa made a video of some guy that looks like Adesanya just running from him.
Yeah.
Because low key, honestly, it's probably gonna happen. Like Adesanya's just gonna back up because fucking he's just gonna keep coming forward. Paulo Costa,
Yeah.
he's gonna keep coming forward, and Adesanya is not like a pocket fighter like that. But he's gonna counter. He's gonna tag him in his way in. He's gonna like the thing I was talking about earlier. That boxing gym, it's just feints. Like you don't know what he's gonna throw. He's gonna twist his body. It's gonna like a leg kick. You're gonna want to go like that, and he's gonna punch you in the face.
Yeah.
Like it's like they feint and like they don't like they mess with your mind. You don't know what they're gonna throw, bro. Like it's like fantastic how they do it. And that's like one of the craziest things. Alexander Volkanovski, like he's from that gym too, and he feints. He's
he's a technical
you don't
striker.
you don't
too.
know what he's doing. He's gonna come in or whatever. So
And that's what makes this fight so interesting, because in Adesanya's last fight, like, it was like one of the most boring fights ever, and he was super hyped up because Yoel Romero's a beast, like a tank.
Yeah.
So they thought it was about to be a brawl, but Adesanya just like kept his distance the whole time, just playing it smart. And like the way Romero fights, he's not like a pressure fighter. He's more like he lulls you, like, and then he just explodes and like tries to catch you with something.
Yeah, literally, like
So,
Yoel Romero, like he just stands there,
yeah, like
just with his hands up like that.
Yeah,
He
so-
stands there. And Adesanya, like I said, he doesn't come in. He's so
Yeah,
they're
he
just
was
standing
like,
there.
Oh
they
my
were just
God.
standing there, really.
They're
like,
just
the
standing
whole
there. He's
time.
trying to
The
feint.
controllers are dead.
Yeah,
Literally.
the controllers are dead. Yeah, exactly.
He's trying to feint, trying to make him react so he can find an opening. Fucking no, Romero's just
Yeah, and Romero was
So I'm not moving.
literally like
Romero
that.
was like kind of trying to do the same thing, but in his own way.
Yeah.
So that's what makes this fight so interesting, because Paulo Costa's not gonna do that. He's gonna straight be in his face, rush him like the whole time.
Mhm.
So that's what makes this fight like super interesting, because Adesanya's gonna have to fight him, like legit
Yeah.
fight him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard for him. He's gonna be able to keep his distance, but not like how he was with Romero.
yeah.
Mhm.
And
So
the
that's what makes this fight so interesting.
and the
so-
biggest thing is like Adesanya hasn't fought somebody like this big. Like he's fought well, he's mostly taller than everybody in that division, but fucking Paulo Costa is like just knockout. Like if he lands, it's gonna be scary. And
Yeah,
we've
he has-
seen Izzy hurt before.
He has like more, not
We've
like,
seen
for
him-
sure more power.
Yeah.
We've seen him get like hit with a random head kick
Yeah,
and like short Mexican like
stocky guy.
5'9" stalker,
Stalker.
stocky
Busty
guy,
Villa.
Yeah.
Busty Villa, bro.
So
And like he just threw a random head kick and it caught Izzy.
yeah,
And so we've seen him hurt, but we also seen him improve. Like the next fight after that, he won
knocked
the
out-
belt.
He won the belt,
He had the belt,
but
and then
was
he
just
won the
interim.
official belt. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but also like I don't know. I think
it's gonna. Be
it's gonna be
interesting.
Israel. I think it's gonna go all 5 rounds, but I think it's gonna be Izzy because he's just a striking genius. His kickboxing record is like 75 wins and 4 losses.
Yeah, he's
And that's,
he
like-
has like 82 fights, like kickboxing fights, and
Dang.
he only lost 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And
Yeah.
one of the losses he like got knocked out bad,
Yeah,
like bad. But he was whooping that guy's ass the whole time.
and just got.
He just
caught.
got clipped with a
Yeah. Just one lucky one.
one lucky
Yeah.
one. I don't know how the other 3 fights went, but I know for that one, like he just got knocked out. Like it happens. It's the sport. You know,
Yeah.
shit happens. But
So my pick, I'm gonna go with Paulo Costa
oh
round
my
2
God.
knockout, just because I don't know, just to make it a little
Yeah.
spicy. You
I
know?
just I want to see a knockout too. So like I'm
Yeah.
gonna say one of the first, second round. I'm hoping for that, but hopefully it happens. I don't really count
Hopefully.
on it, but that's what I'm hoping for.
By who? Who do you got?
By the
Paulo Costa.
the second guy, yeah,
Yeah.
the striker.
Hopefully they just knock each other out at the same time. I want to see that live
Oh.
just one time.
2 rights. Bink.
Boom, like in Step Brothers.
A
and
kick and a right.
Yeah. Oh.
Imagine.
That'd be crazy. Who
Yeah.
do you think, Julian?
Oh, I already said Adesanya.
Adesanya? What round?
Or I said it was gonna go to decision.
Oh, decision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you said decision too.
Yeah. Adesanya.
Right.
If
So-
if Adesanya can play his distance, yeah, I'm gonna say it. But if Acosta forces him to fight, yeah, it's probably gonna be a different story. But I'm not gonna predict on that.
For me, I'd rather see like technicality and like thought process throughout a fight rather than just fucking throwing and landing one
Than a
hook.
brawl.
Yeah, that's why I like this fight, because it's gonna be technical and a brawl.
Yeah.
That's why it's gonna be like probably for sure one of the fight
And,
of the
like,
years. Fight of the year.
I don't think Izzy's gonna keep running forever. I think he's just gonna sit down and fucking swing.
Yeah.
Like that's what he did with Kevin Gastelum. Like they're both gassing and they're just fucking boom, booms,
Yeah,
just
and they're
hitting
flying
each other.
around.
Yeah.
And that's when like Izzy showed like championship heart because like that was like the last round and he was just fucking swinging.
Yeah, because it was going.
Yeah.
It was 2-2 going into that 5th round, and Izzy just came. He's like, all right, I got to take it right here,
Yeah.
and he did. All right. Well, there goes all our picks for all 3
Yeah.
fights.
There you go.
I'm gonna come back next week on the podcast. I'll let you guys know who was the closest to getting their picks correct.
You'll have Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I'll
Whoever
review
has
this
Chick-fil-A.
I'll review this podcast, let you guys know who was closest to their picks, and then I'll get them Chick-fil-A after we're done recording.
Yeah.
But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, of course, YouTube. That's where we're at mostly.
Catch the premiere this time on YouTube.
Yeah, premiere
6:45 on Thursday.
6:45.
Hit the private chat if you could, if you got a little extra time before.
The live chat. Join us in there. Some of us will be in there just talking shit, just making jokes. So join us for that. Yeah. You guys have any final words? DJ, you're our first guest, our first official guest.
I know it's
pretty
been a
much.
while.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this day.
You
You guys, never,
got DJ in
you
the
guys never
stoop.
invite me. I'm
You
hurt.
got
in the
DJ will be a recurring guest. We're gonna do these fighter picks for every pay-per-view every month. So be on the lookout for that. And that's all we gotta say, right?
Yep. Peace out.
Laters,
Laters,
y'all.
yo.
Laters.